question for you. What makes people truly happy? Is it the money, career growth, dream house, Instagram worthy life? Well, it turns out none of these. We do chase them thinking that the happiness will last forever, but actually it's very short lived. And the quick dopamine hit that we get achieving the first goal, it fades away the moment we are busy chasing another aspect of our life or some another goal. So then, what truly makes us happy? Did you know? Researchers at Harvard are studying people to know what truly makes them happy. And this study has been going for a long time. Like it started since 1938. Scientists studied 724 men from Harvard University and some residents of Boston City. They have been studying their lives for 85 years, observing details about their home, wealth, family, relationships, everything without knowing exactly what was going on in their life. They also included their spouses eventually as a part of the study. And every person's life turned out completely different. Some turned out to be successful lawyers and doctors, while others end up being alcoholics or suffered with some mental health issues. They also observed the role of genetics and difficult childhood to understand the impact on middle age and later life. Now, the results of this study actually amazed me. As per the study, it's not career achievement, money, exercise, or a healthy diet, but positive relationships keep us happier, healthier, and help us live longer. So if these things don't give us happiness, why are we chasing the wrong things? It is because of the misconceptions of happiness. Everybody around us, even the society, keeps bombarding us with messages that wealth, health, and career success, this is what gives you happiness. Now, I'm not saying that money, success, health, these are not important. They are definitely important. But when we talk about happiness, these things just give us a security and safety blanket and provide us a comfortable life. But they are actually not the true reasons of our happiness. You think about it, how long did your happiness or joy lasted for your first house, for your first car, promotion, or getting your first job? Not very long, right? We get busy chasing the next dream, our next car, next big promotion, another house, and stress follows. You know, and I'm not saying this, okay? There's another study which says that 72% of successful entrepreneurs actually deal with a lot of mental concerns like depression, anxiety, and stress. So one thing is sure, that success, career, this doesn't equate to long-term happiness. You know what? We are our own enemy. I recently read this book, Courage to be Disliked, which completely changed my perspective on happiness, and I guess I understand to an extent what the problem is. As humans, our biggest problem is comparison. Whenever we see somebody living our dream lives or having things that we don't have, we start comparing ourselves to them. And now with social media, we do more often. Now, comparing ourselves is not bad, you know. Let me share an example. Imagine you want an expensive car that your friend has. What do? You'll try to earn more income, maybe by upgrading your skills, finding different sources of income, getting the next raise or promotion to basically let your dream come true, right? So this feeling is called feeling of inferiority. Every one of us is born with a feeling or desire to need something, to want something, and that's how we grow in life. That's how we have aspirations, okay? Not everybody do not want to live in mountains as a monk and give up everything. We want a comfortable life, and it's fine. There is nothing wrong to have that. The problem arises when this feeling of inferiority gets converted into inferiority complex, where we are actually not using it to motivate ourselves and move forward, but we are using this feeling in a negative way by blaming ourselves, blaming our circumstances, damaging our self-confidence and self-esteem, and or worse, getting jealous of other people. They are rich, they are privileged, they are lucky, blah, blah, blah. Okay, I know life is not fair, and that's the harsh reality. Nobody is born in similar circumstances. Nobody gets the same opportunities. Just because we are not born with a silver spoon in mouth, it doesn't mean that we have to die with a plastic one. We have the chances to change our circumstances. And the worst part is when we try to defend our inferiority complex with a defense mechanism and enter into a trap of superiority complex, where we actually brag about our success, past achievements, money, wealth, or other influential relationships to just show that how powerful we are. And we kind of enter into another power game, which again is very damaging. The interesting thing is we all have all these feelings and it's okay to have them. But it's important to understand that our feeling of inferiority doesn't get converted into inferiority complex or superiority complex, because these two things are very damaging. And this can only happen if we consciously take some actions and be mindful of what we are thinking and how we are proceeding. Use your desires, aspiration, comparison to fuel your passion and achieve things you want to achieve. There's a beautiful quote here in this book. Everyone is different. Don't mix up that difference with good and bad or superior and inferior. Whatever differences we may have, we are all equal. Always have a horizontal relationship with everyone. No one is above you, no one is below you. This will make you more compassionate, more supportive towards others rather than getting jealous. And as social creatures, we need society and community to thrive on, to lean on somebody. Even if we are rich and we are lonely, it's no good. Now there's one problem with this horizontal relationship. When we are trying to be supportive or even trying to form a positive relationship with others, there's one mistake that we do. We sometimes give our key to happiness in others' hands by seeking external validation. We constantly seek approval from others. When someone praises us, it feels so good. And at the same time, when someone says something bad about us, then we are shattered. Obviously, we are human beings, we have emotions. But it's not bad getting feedback from others, good or bad. But that should not affect our mental health. We should not depend our self-worth on somebody's validation. That's wrong. In fact, so many times we'll do certain activities or tasks only to get appreciation. If nobody is looking at us or nobody is giving us any appreciation, we will just not do it. This constant comparison and seeking external validation actually harms our self-esteem and self-confidence, because we are always on the lookout for people to praise us, to get better and ahead of them, instead of taking them together and being supportive to each other. We often get stuck in our past failures and regrets and think that something happened in our life in our past, then we cannot change our future. But that's not true. We are not defined by our past. Life is not a linear path. Our present is not dependent on what happened in our past, and nor is our future the reflection of our present. Life is a series of dots. Each moment is different and unique. And at every point, you have the opportunity to change the trajectory of your life. Yes, it's difficult to forget what happened in our past, but we always have a choice to control our reactions towards it. There's a term called learned helplessness in psychology for this. What it says is, it is a state that occurs after a person has experienced a stressful situation repeatedly. Now they believe that they are unable to control or change the situation, so they do not even try, even when opportunities for change are available. And that's the beauty of it. Now we know to some extent that what the problem or causes of our unhappiness are. At least let's try to change that and take one step towards finding true happiness. All these research and this book, they have one thing in common. That is to form positive relationships with everyone and have a strong community. We are social creatures. We need people. We need a sense of belonging in the community. We need acceptance. But before that, we need to accept ourselves. We are more lonely than ever, despite being connected so much. And yes, definitely we can blame it on social media and everything. But it's we who are comparing our lives with others. It's we who are seeking external validation. It's we who are not trying to make a genuine effort to create a genuine relationship. Think about the last time you made a genuine relationship with someone without any expectations. How many people do you have in your life who are truly happy in your success and are always present in your difficult times? And now think for how many people you are that person. While all this may not sound as simple as I said, but then it's worth a try. There are a few other points and learnings in the book, but these were the main ones that resonated with me deeply. Now, to find more insights and interesting lessons that I did not talk about, you can check the book I have linked in the description box. The book is based on Adler's philosophy, the name, by the way, I heard for the first time. And It goes like a conversation between a youth and a philosopher, where the philosopher is trying to answer a lot of life questions that the youth has. Some points are a little harsh and difficult to digest, but if you read the book with an open mind, I'm sure there's a lot of new learnings and new perspectives about happiness. Let me know in the comment section if you have read this book and what are your thoughts in general about happiness. I would really love to hear your perspective on it. Now, before you go, let's do a quick recap of what we talked about in the video. True happiness comes from positive relationship, pursuing a purpose, and self-acceptance. Break free from all the comparison trap and seeking external validation. You are not defined by your past, and you have the power to change your future. I hope you enjoyed watching the video. Stay tuned until next time.